There's a pretty wide scope of both infrastructural and social things that young people have their eye on in the municipal election.
Youth organizations in Winnipeg encourage young people to vote in elections and highlight major issues facing young people that political candidates should pay attention to. University of Manitoba Student Union Vice President Advocacy Victoria Romero says that youth have the right and responsibility to make their voices heard at voting polls and explains why participation matters.
Especially for mayor, there's a lot of different candidates. There's 11. So I think it even goes to show more so this year that everyone's vote really matters so much just because of how close of a race it might be between all the candidates. I think that it's really important that young people get out there in any election, but especially the city, because they do play a role in a lot of student-centric services.
Apathy is Boring, an organization focused on youth engagement in Canadian democracy, recently conducted a poll reaching out to 3,000 young people across the country, asking them what issues impact them the most. RISE program coordinator Jennifer Block says that the biggest issues mentioned in the poll mirror those of local youth.
It's climate change, it's affordability, those are big concerns. But one concern that they constantly bring up that's very specific to Winnipeg is the accessibility and transportation issue. And I think those three issues are really relevant to the current election that's going on because they all pertain to municipal jurisdiction. Mayors can be drafting plans, providing solutions, and responding to youth about their concerns because this is directly within their jurisdiction.
Romero highlights some more concerns such as libraries and study spaces, housing, and the environment. She says the student union's plans in place to get more youth participation in elections include a mayoral forum and a survey sent to mayoral and city councillor candidates asking questions, both centered on the environment, which will be posted on the UMSU website for students to access. There will also be information tables set up on campus and a social media campaign. Youth leaders say a very important thing about getting young people involved in election is getting them informed and making the information accessible.
We really try to use accessible language in terms that youth understand and meet them where they're at. A big barrier to politics is that youth just don't understand what's happening because the language surrounding it is so jargony and convoluted that people just check out. So we really try to gather the most accessible information for youth to understand, not only so that they can digest and understand the information more, but so that they can share that information with their friends and family and have more of a conversation outside of social media.
In Winnipeg, Temi Olatunde, City News.